I just got back from seeing F1 yesterday, and yeah, this movie is freaking awesome. You don't need to be an F1 fan. You don't need to be a car guy. You don't even need to like cars to enjoy this movie. This movie was beautiful, beautifully shot. Obviously, we got Brad Pitt and we got Damson Idris as the two main protagonists in this racing movie. I'm gonna say this right now that I am not an F1 fan necessarily. I do not watch F1. I don't know the logistics of F1, so I wasn't analyzing this movie in like a critical way because I just don't even know. And I know a lot of people were criticizing it because it wasn't done realistically. And what I have to say for those people is it doesn't matter. The movie is supposed to be entertaining. That's the point of a movie. The entire movie was overseen by Lewis Hamilton. So me personally, I would assume that it's done properly. And I know there might be some limitations in one way or another. For example, I heard that they're not actually using F1 cars. They're using like slower cars because Damson Idris and Brad Pitt are actually racing these cars. They're actually in the driver's seat. So they weren't going to give them F1 cars because those are too extreme. And so they made, I don't know if it's like an F2 car or whatever it is, they made them look like F1 cars. The movie was an adrenaline rush. And I think one of the best things about this movie that this movie does so well is the pacing. This movie felt like an hour and a half movie. The fact that it was 2 hours and 35 minutes was crazy because it did not feel like that. The pacing was so good. And then when you're watching the race, you're absolutely locked in. You're not thinking about anything else. Like it just goes by so quickly. And so we have two different characters. The story is okay. The story is fine. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the most amazing story. We've seen this before. We have the cocky new guy, right? Which is Damson Idris, aka Joshua Pierce, right? He's a new guy, he's cocky. Then you got the has-been or the has-never, who is an old school driver, right? He's significantly older than Joshua Pierce, and this is Sonny Hayes, right? And so he is joining this underdog team. They're one of the worst teams in F1, Apex GP. There's a really, really interesting dynamic between the two because of the different personalities clashing. There's a lot of growth in a movie like this, so I did like the story. What I loved most about this movie was the way it looked. It was very visually pleasing, and I had a really good time with it. And the director, Joseph Kosinski, is also the director of Top Gun. So this movie was extremely beautiful to look at, and the performances were top notch. But overall, guys, I had a really enjoyable time with this movie. If you guys like F1 or you don't like F1 and you're looking for a movie to see, this is definitely one I think you guys are gonna enjoy.